Track one. Bad guys down. Hey guys, Gary here. Thanks for checking in. So I had some students talked about reactive targets that they could use, and they linked to a video where there was this really complex way to modify some targets so that when you shot them, they would do something, i.e. fall down. So, and it's a great idea, and I behind it 100%. Just the way that I was taught to do it seems to be a little simpler to do. In order to make these, you're going to need a couple IPSC targets, some method to attach them together, like a stapler or some tape of some type. Obviously I got two different kinds here. Usually I'll do the stapler and some tape. You will need some type of cordage. Paracord is probably what everybody has. I think this is an old guy line from a Rainfly or something that I upgraded to better stuff. Some binder clips. Now I got like a bucket of these little guys from Walmart for like $7. Had like 200 of them in it. And some blues. I got the yellow because, well, I like yellow. Doesn't hurt to have something to drink. So let's start with what we're going to do first to make this reactive target. You are going to cut out the A zone. So if you look, the A zone on an IPSC target's pretty tall. So we're just going to pick the like the top of the A and go straight over, and we're going to cut that out. Some type, oh, that's something on the gear list. Some type of cutting device. I'll use my handy dandy Ratworks knife that Bill was kind enough to give to me. Once you have it cut through, we're just going to bend that thing towards the inside. We'll do that to both of them. Now, what we're going to do next is over here on the D zone. There's a D and a C zone. A C is a little bigger. We're going to crease the whole target 90 degrees on the C zone. So it looks like this. I think you can see where we're going with this. Now we got two of those. I'm simply going to fit those together to make me a box. And this is where I'll staple. And now the problem with the stapler is, if you feel on the inside, it hasn't bent them over like a paper stapler, because that's not what the staple gun does. So I'll reach in there, kind of do that a little bit on my own. That makes it a little easier for those to hold. If you do that, it's really strong. If you don't do it, I recommend some tape. And you can easily run some tape around them. Like so. Either way, you can staple or tape, staple and tape, whatever your thoughts are on that. I'm just going to take this piece of cordage that I got. I'm going to tie it to my binder clip. You can use clothespins, or hell, in theory you could just tie this to the balloon, but then you're going to be doing a lot of tying. This makes life a little easier. So now I got a string with the binder clip attached to the bottom of it. I'll stretch my balloon out a little bit so it blows up easier. That's about all the bigger I need it to be, a little bigger than a softball. maybe small cantaloupe size. I'm going to tie it off. Now I'm going to take these doors I made, fold them all the way in. They're going to kind of act like a shelf. I'm going to take this balloon, stuff it down inside my target, and as you can see, it kind of sticks out the holes on both sides. That's what's holding it in place. It won't go too far, even if the balloon's a little small, because I made that shelf below it. You can cut the shelf all the way out. I just feel better knowing that it's in there. Now, I'm just going to take this binder clip and attach it to my little piece of the balloon that I tied off. Now when I tie this thing up, if I hit the balloon, which is a heart shot, the whole target falls. When I want to do another one, I just blow up a balloon, stick it in there, clip the binder clip to it. Pretty simple. What's awesome about these is they're also useful with simunitions and UTM. And shot a ton of these with simunitions, and while UTM is vastly superior, it'll work the same. In a shoot house, if you don't need live role players to accomplish what you're doing, this target is perfect because you'll shoot the bad guy until he goes down. Not just 2 hits and move on. If you give him 2 hits in the belly meats, he's still a bad guy, he's still going to do bad guy things, and this target will still be hanging. Because it's hanging off paracord or whatever, you push pins and shit like that, you can put them all over the shoot house, screws, nails, whatever, tie them off to anything you want. We used to have a grid of paracord tied on the ceiling with more paracord lanyards hanging down, so you could slide them and move them all over the room, in the middle of the room, on the walls of the room, wherever you want them. So it does offer that option with UTMs, and it's fantastic for that. But out here on the range, you can certainly use it as a reactive target for your real gun too, because I bet you a 9mm will probably go through that balloon, just a hunch. If it starts to move in the wind and you get a armpit shot, it's still going to go through and hit the balloon and do what it needs to do. So it does make it a 3-dimensional target. Let's go hang it up and see if it works. All right, if I give him a non-lethal-ish, less lethally shot in the belly, does he fall? Nope. But what if I shoot him in the heart? That guy's down.